Okay, now we come to putting the headstock back together after it's all been painted. Nice cream. I've already put this one in because I'm not going to show you putting both of the bearings in. As you can see, I've already put a wick in there, which is just a piece of felt cut and trimmed down, so it's a snug but not tight fit. And if you have a look, I don't know, you can see through there, you can see the felt wick poking through. Way too long at the moment. They both go in from the front, so this one has to go in there. There's a groove that has to line up with a pin. Like so. They can be a bit fiddly to get in. What you've got to do is do it so you're not trapping the wick in there. I think I need to push that through. In fact, I'll just trim a little bit of that off. I want something to support it. That's better, it should go in now. Yeah. And put the other nut on loosely. And then all I've done is bent a piece of wire to tease it back down into the hole, so it sits in the recess. That way I know the wick's sat down in that small oil way that's there. And then I just gently put a knife in there, take the top off. So basically all I've done is taken that little bit off. So it now sits just very, very slightly proud. It does make it a little bit tight when you put the spindle in, but give it a drop of oil so it soaks into the wick and into the channel at the bottom. The next job is putting this in. Now this is a right pain to get in. It's easier with some of the earlier ones because this bit is separate to the pulley, but this one is not. You've got this piece that goes all the way through the pulley, and it is, if you can have a look, see that doesn't fit. It is it's a very, very close fit. I pinch these up a bit so it does pull the bearing in a bit, otherwise you've got no chance. Make sure you get it in the right way round. That's the back, so that has to go in that way round, and you can see it's very, very tight fit, but it does go in. Once it's got past the nuts, then it's loose. Then it's just a matter of putting the spindle in. I did neglect to say that I'm not taking it apart again now, but the way they say in the manual to do it is put the front one in first, slide it in to its fullest extent to set this one up, and then do it the other way round to set the back one up. But I can't really see the need to do that because you need both of them set up together anyway, although I have done it in the past. You need to get the keyway lined up as well. That keyway needs to be on top. They should have a mark on there really, which would make life a lot easier, but there's not. But then I suppose you can turn that to suit, can't you? So let's have a look. I might set it up to that scratch there actually, if I can find the too small. Next size up. Right, let's see where that, right, so it's right around there. That's close enough, I think. So there's a little mark there, in fact there's 3 or 4 marks around it, but therefore every so many indexing holes. But I've just lined it up with one of those. So if I get that one at the top and the keyway at the top, the two should line up like that. So basically it's just a matter of having that in there, then setting your tensions up before you're doing the back bit. I don't know whether anybody noticed a deliberate mistake. I put it all together and forgot the belt. There's not a problem if you've got fusible belts, but I prefer decent proper belts. I find they grip better and they do a better job. But I put it all the rest of it all together off camera because I had to take it all apart again anyway. So these 2 lock nuts at the back here, they take up the end play, or lack of it. You can't do them really until you've got a thing mounted on the bed. It's a lot easier to do when it's mounted on the bed. It's a little bit stiff at the moment, but that will free up. The only other thing we need to do is put these in. Don't forget the spring. I always put a little drop of oil around them just to make sure they're nice and free. And these can be a bit fiddly to put in sometimes. Get the hole lined up. I'll fit that one in. And then the same with the other one. Again, a little bit of oil around it just to keep it free running. That one's gone in further than that one, so this must go in a bit further, I would think. They can be a right pig sometimes. That's him. He's in now. And that's the headstock together, ready for setting up properly and checking. Hope that was informative. Thank you very much.